Hello, lovely toddlers. I'm sorry that we can't do Kingdom Tots together, but it's okay because we're going to do Kingdom Tots in our own homes today. So first of all, before you listen to the story, are you ready for our wiggle song?
Wiggle, 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 freeze! Wiggle, 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 freeze! I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I'm gonna shake my hands, I'm gonna shake my feet, I'm gonna shake my head, gonna groove to the beat. Cause I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Wiggle, 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 freeze! Wiggle, 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 freeze! I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Skiddly scat, skiddly dee. I gotta get the wiggles out of me, cause I wanna hear the story, it's gonna be fun. 'Cause hearing about Jesus is for everyone. So I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Wiggle, 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 freeze! Wiggle, 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 freeze! I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Take it down and freeze.
And our story today is called David and the Very Big Giant. And it's a story that's written by the Good Book Company, who have said that we can share it with you today. So thank you very much to them. This is the story of David and the Very Big Giant. How small are you? Are you smaller than a tree? Are you the smallest in your family? This is a true story from the Bible about someone very small who fought a very big giant because he knew that God is the greatest. I hope that reading this book will help you to know that God is great, greater than any scary giant. In fact, he's the greatest in the whole wide world. Goliath was tall. He was taller than all the other Philistines. He was the tallest soldier in their army. Goliath stood and roared at God's people. "Pick someone to come and fight me." God's people were scared. They were scareder of Goliath than anyone else. They was the scaredest they had ever been. David was small. He was smaller than his brothers. He was the smallest in the family. But David knew that God was great. God was greater than Goliath. God was the greatest in the whole wide world. David said to the king, "I will fight Goliath." The king said, "But you are young, younger than anyone else, the youngest person here. How can you fight a giant?" But David said, "I may be littlest, but I know that God is big, bigger, biggest." So the king said, "Go, and may the Lord be with you." David had no armour. David carried no sword. Instead, he took 5 smooth pebbles from a stream to put in his shepherd's sling. With it, he could throw a stone faster than the wind. When the very big giant saw little David, he laughed. David said, "Come to me with your spear and a sword, and I come to you in the name of the Lord." Ho, 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 ho. "And when this fight is over, everyone will know that God is great. God is greater than anyone else. God is the greatest in the whole wide world, because you will be dead." The giant snarled and charged. He trusted his armour, his spear and his sword. David moved forward. He trusted the Lord. David took one of his 5 stones and put it in his sling. He whirled it round his head. Fast, faster than the wind, the fastest he could whirl it, and then smack! The giant fell to the ground. He was dead, deader than a dinosaur, the deadest anyone could be. When the Philistines saw that Goliath was dead, they fled, and everyone knew that God is great. God is greater than anyone else. God is the greatest in the whole wide world.
What a great story. Now, when I went on my walk today, I found something that reminded me of this story. Can anybody think of something that you might find on a walk outside that would remind you of the story? That's right, I found some pebbles. Here's my 2 lovely smooth pebbles, just like David used to get the giant right in the forehead. And my challenge for you today is I wonder if you can go and find some pebbles. They might be in your garden or they might be out on your walk. Clean them up so they're nice and shiny, and then you could paint them or you could draw on them to remind you that God is greater than anything else in the world. God is the greatest. I'd love to see your pictures of your pebbles, so make sure your parents pop them on our Facebook page or email them to me later. Have a lovely, lovely Sunday, and I will leave you with one last song.
Standing small for a giant so big and tall, who'd have thought he could fight it all? But little David won. When I'm scared, just like David, you give me strength, you give me courage to face the day. You're the power in me, strength when I am weak, when I feel little like little David. You're the power in me, when I feel little like little David. You're the power in my slingshot, when all I've got is a slingshot. You're the power in my slingshot, when all I've got is a slingshot. You're the power in me. Standing small for a giant so big and tall, who'd have thought he could fight at all? But little David won. So when I'm scared, just like David, you give me strength, you give me courage to face the day. You're the power in me, your strength when I am weak, when I feel little like little David. You're the power in me, when I feel little like little David. You're the power in my slingshot, when all I've got is a slingshot. You're the power in my slingshot, when all I've got is a slingshot. Slingshot, when all I've got is a slingshot. You're the power in my slingshot, when all I've got is a slingshot. You're the power in me. You're the power in me.
Down Goliath, get down to the floor. You think you're so great, but you're not anymore. Down giant, the power you've got is dead on the floor by a little slingshot. Our God is so great, the King of the sky.